Now to our other top story this afternoon. Here's a look at where the search for a missing baby came to a happy end last night. 7-week-old Krista Madden was pulled out of this 75-foot ravine after neighbors heard her crying. And now Shaylee's mother is facing charges. 35-year-old Krista Madden is charged with attempted murder. She went before a judge in Henderson County, and her bond was set at $750,000. Here is a look at baby Shaylee. Investigators say, thankfully, she is okay this afternoon. This whole thing started last night when dispatchers got a 911 call from the Dearborn Street area in Asheville. Madden claimed she had been carjacked by 2 people wearing masks. She said she got away, but they left her baby behind. A major search began, and investigators found the car abandoned on Grant Mountain Road in Henderson County. And then Henderson County dispatchers got a 911 call from Slick Rock Road saying a baby had been found in a ravine.
Wait a minute. Take a deep breath for me, okay? All right. Does the baby seem to be as alert as it would normally be?
Is the baby okay? Yes, the baby's okay, thanks.
Okay.
She's got 2 ways, 74 baby.
Okay, now what is the baby wearing?
It's got like a baby shirt here, and somebody just said it.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
It's bleeding, Johnny, she's bleeding.
Okay.
It's bleeding. It's not that she's bruised up. I don't know if it's broke its leg or one sock.
Okay. Okay.
Now, the woman you heard on the call was Cheryl Fowler. Today, she and her husband, Scott, showed us where they found the baby. Cheryl says she just happened to be outside last night when she heard the crying. They started looking around, and that's when they saw a car seat and a baby there in the weeds. Scott Fowler then climbed down and grabbed little Shaylee.
Went straight down the bank right here to get the baby in the car seat. And then he came up with the baby. She quit crying immediately after he picked her up.
Well, the good Lord puts these things in motion, I'll have to say. If it wasn't for him, put us here last night and we heard it, put it in our ears, he kind of put us there.
So I can't imagine any human being discarding a child like a piece of garbage.
The Fowler's daughter, who was a nurse, was also there last night. We had her on the 10 o'clock news. She told us Shaylee was bruised up and had scrapes on her, but seemed to be okay. Now, several jurisdictions were involved in this, and as you can imagine, it's a miracle she was found alive. And this morning, law enforcement spoke more in depth about it.
And our own Ashley Minelli joins us from the Henderson County Sheriff's Office with more on what they're saying about this case.
Earlier today, the Asheville Police Department and the Henderson County Sheriff's Office held a joint news conference here. They talked about the details of this case, what they could release at this time, and they say what could have been a tragic outcome is now an amazing story of survival about little Shaylee. This is a look at 7-week-old Shaylee Madden. Asheville police say a 911 call came in on Thursday afternoon around 4:30 from an unidentified caller that Shaylee and her mom, Krista Madden, were kidnapped on Dearborn Street. Police say they tracked Madden's phone to Henderson County, where they found her and her abandoned Mazda on Grant Mountain Road. Henderson County joined in on the investigation, saying Krista told investigators 2 masked people forced her and Shaylee into her own car, but she escaped. Henderson County Sheriff Lowell Griffin says that kidnapping was a lie. Investigators believe Krista threw Shaylee down a 75-foot ravine. The sheriff says the baby was thrown in her car seat but rolled out. He says it's a miracle she was found alive.
In my opinion, by the grace of a merciful God, that we had a female that goes to check her mailbox. She really believes she hears the faint cries of an infant. She summons her husband, who is a self-employed grading contractor. He arrives in the area, descends about a 75-foot into a 75-foot ravine to find the child along with a car seat.
Investigators would not comment specifically about who they interviewed or what Krista told them. We did ask about whether postpartum depression could play a factor in this case. The DA says Krista's lawyers can request a psych evaluation to determine her mental state, although he did also add that depending on the outcome of that evaluation, the charges against Krista could stand. As far as this case, the investigation continues today. We'll be following it for you and bring you the very latest. Reporting in Henderson County, Minelli, Fox Carolina News.